In my tank, there are two species. One is a really ugly grouper, and another one is a really lazy Florida stone crab. And first of all, I want to introduce my ugly grouper. Grouper is a type of ocean fish that lives in tropic and temperate areas, like Florida and the Bahamas. They mostly live around rocky shores and coral reefs. Groupers are teleost, and they have large mouths and stout bodies, which mean they are not built for long-distance fast swimming. And they can be extremely large, length over a meter and weight up to 100 kilograms. They feed on fish and marine animals, for instance, octopus and crustacean, and then they swallow them whole instead of biting pieces of it. And some species prefer to ambush their prey. They do not have many teeth on the edges of their jaws, but they have heavy crushing tooth plates inside the pharynx. And now here comes my lazy Florida stone crab. The Florida stone crabs are found in North Atlantic Ocean and from Connecticut to Belize, including Texas, Gulf of Mexico, Cuba, and Bahamas. Florida stone crabs prefer to feed on oysters, small mollusks, polychaete worms, and other crustaceans. Occasionally, they eat seagrass and carrion. Predators that feed on stone crabs include horse conch, grouper, sea turtle, cobia, octopus, and humans. Females reach sexual maturity at about 2 years of age, and they spawn 4 to 6 times each season. And larvae have to go through 6 stages in about 4 weeks before become juvenile crabs. The male Florida stone crab must wait for the female to mold their exoskeletons before they can mate. After mating, the male will stay to help protect the female for several hours to several days. They can live up to 7 to 8 years. The perfect salinity level in this tank should be between 1.021 to 1.03, and if it's lower than the standard, you'll have to add some salt water. Conversely, if it's higher, just add some oil water, and 78 to 80 degrees is the best temperature for the fish and crab. The most important thing is that the tank doesn't need too much light, because there might have some red algae on your corals if it's too light. I think the most challenging part of this tank ecosystem is the red algae issue, because the red algae never stop growing, and Dr. Monahan said maybe it's due to too much light. The grouper loves little fish and shrimps, and the stone crab, he always eats little fish heads. And because he moves so slow, in case he may die in his way finding his food, you should always use tweezers to grip the fish head and feed him. Variations in annual tree volumes are a result of supply. There are very few occasions where there are any and so live grouper left in Hong Kong markets. Downward pressure on supply is driven by increasing regulatory controls and continuing decline in wild population, and it is caused by several factors: overfishing, destructive fishing, targeting of spawning aggregations. Upward pressure on demand is primarily a result of increasing population and affluence in China. Ethnic Chinese are the largest consumer of live grouper, and the global trade is centered in Hong Kong with up to 60 reported into mainland China. Imports direct into China have increased over recent years.